Fortner, the Spanish Knight for the Hanlon-Lee's Action Theater. I have actually been here almost as long as Kent, believe it or not. I started with Kent when I was 15 years old. I'm 36 now. I've been jousting with him for 20 years. Started jousting on the horse when I was 16, one of the youngest guys ever to do it in the company. Well, it's kind of funny and a little ironic in a way, because my mother had a apothecary, a booth, herbal medicines at the Renaissance Festival. And I would just tag along on the weekends and, nah, this is stupid, I would sit here all day. And she had a good friend, Bodge, who was Kent's passed away wife. And she said, well, give Jimmy a job over here marking stalls, and started from the ground, and just feeding water buckets, stuff like that. And then just kind of excelled from there and just kind of got into it. And really the horse, like Kent was just saying before, the action and the history aspect of it was just blew me away right there. I was like, oh, I could do this any day of the week. So it was pretty cool, I also play the American Indian horn as well, which is very fun. You know what I mean? And I actually have Cherokee Indian, so it's, it helps out a little bit. But it takes me a long. Hey, watch her back. She bites a little bit. Just stand right here, sweetheart. There you go. Sorry. She will grab you and kiss you. She's a little mean sometimes. These are my war horses. That's why they're crazy. But where were we? Oh, Wild West shows. We didn't really do so many of those. I did more or less the Renaissance stuff for Kent. And then he said, hey, you want to go to Pennsylvania and do this Wild West show? We're going to do it for about 2 weeks. And I said, okay, let's shoot for it. And that was really fun because I didn't have to wear any armor. All right, I was like, man, I could fly out here now, so it was really, really fun, and it's, and we portray Buffalo Bill's Wild West show just pretty much the same way he would have back in the 1800s. Yeah, it's fantastic. Deep down inside, we're stunt guys when it really comes down to it. I do some competitive stuff on the outside, not with the Hanlon-Lees, but that stuff's where it starts getting a little dangerous. It's 100% dangerous all the time because we're doing it with live animals, and they're unpredictable. And that, at a flip of a switch, that horse can be like, I'm not doing this now, and just flip over, and you're going to hell real quick. You know what I mean? So the whole show goes bad. So that's like Kent said before, we practice 5 days a week, and we do 2 rehearsals a day. We're working the horses constantly to make sure that we're going to keep these same marks over and over again, just like we would in a movie, which we do a lot of that as well. So it's, it's kind of, we're used to it in a way, I guess. And it takes a rare breed to do what we do. It really is, the camaraderie, the people. We're a tight-knit family, even though a lot of us don't like to admit it. But we really are, and we work very well together, and it's just, it's kind of like a wing that, when we were younger, we looking for some sort of direction, and this kind of gave you the direction, and gave me actually a really good direction in life. It kept me real straightforward because it gave me a lot of responsibility, and especially when Kent's not around, I got to run the show for him and stuff like that, and we got to make sure, like I said, we're on par. Now that's excelled me. I'm a civil engineer for the Air Force at Ellington Field, South Houston. And I'm a welder fabricator for those guys, and that's what I do now for a living. And this is just my fun time, my working vacation, call it. You know what I mean? I would say don't quit your day job. It's got its highs and it's got its lows. Injuries, stuff like that. It's inevitable. It happens all the time. I would tell them to really focus on your horse training and get that out of the way before anything, because it's totally different. People think they can just sit on the horse and get the shield and the lance in their hand and say, I can do this. It's a totally different ball game when you get all this stuff in there and the horse is like, where do you want me to go, So you got to think it's like, it's a machine you have to, keep, work repetitively, you know what I mean, to get it to that point. So, like I said, I wouldn't quit your day job unless you have nothing else to do.